Assalamualaikum and a very good day to everybody. My name is Yasmin Hafizaniti Mustafa and I'm going to be presenting to you about the introduction. So the topic is financial accounting and reporting of a sole proprietorship or partnership business. We are assigned to conduct an online or in-person interview to collect information or data based on our topic. So me and my team, we decided to choose a partnership business for our assignment. And the objective for this case study is for us to be able to perform communication skills in the task given. Thus, the company that we choose is Little Cafe, in which they serve their customer with dessert such as waffle, croffle, and also bomboloni donuts. They also offer coffee as their signature in the cafe. And during our interview, we received a lot of information that includes its characteristics, the business process, the financial transaction reports, and also the strength and weakness of the accounting reporting process. The task also required us to provide and analyze the classification of the business, such as their asset, revenue, liabilities, on equities, and also their expenses. Hey, it's me. Okay, yes. Yeah, it's still me. Anyway, so I'm going to be explaining to you about the background of the business. So, Little Cafe is located at the ground floor of UiTM campus Bandar Melaka, which is a good news for you guys that don't know. So, if you want to get your food and drink, you want coffee, fashion drinks, you can just go down below. And next is the establishment. Little Cafe was established in the late of December 2018 and start operating in January of 2019. Since it's a partnership business, it was run by and still run by Mr. Amirul Husni and also Mr. Nazmin. Little Cafe is under the food and beverage industry, and as I mentioned before, they serve desserts such as bomboloni, croffle, waffle. They also have ramen, fafafa, and also drinks, variety of drinks such as coffee and also refreshing drinks. So I'm going to be passed to Nafis to explain about the next slide.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Hafiz Farhan bin Muhammad Fabli. Okay, for my part, I will be explaining to you about the business characteristic. Okay, so first of all, the cafe is called a Leto Cafe. So Leto Cafe is in a food and beverages industry. To be more specific, cafe. So as stated earlier, their signature is coffee. We know that the words coffee, most of the cafe usually use high quality of coffee beans and also syrups. This is to enhance the taste and produce a premium goods. So the business activities are to sell premium coffee, refreshing beverages, and desserts to give maximum satisfaction from their customers. Okay, so as we all know, the company is a partnership. It owns by two persons, which are Mr. Amirul Husni and Mr. Nazmi. Their capital to open the business was 50,000 ringgit, because the Leto Cafe is a small cafe, so their liability for the business is unlimited. Thus, the profit or loss of the company will be shared by the partner according to the profit sharing ratio. As a partnership, this business has no legal obligation to keep the books and prepare accounts, but Leto Cafe is using to keep the business organized and keep track of every transaction.
Classification of business item. Classification of business item that Leto Cafe used the 5 components of accounting to manage the company, since the written report that reflects a company's financial performance and condition at certain period will give user incredibly important information. Asset, expenses, liability, owner equity, which is capital and drawing, and the revenue are the 5 elements of accounting. Assets. Asset refer to resource owned and controlled by the business. These results result from the past transactions and events. Also, they are expected to provide further economic benefits. For example, cash at bank, inventory, furniture and fixtures. For example, espresso machines, display chiller, tabletop chiller, blender, microwave, waffle machine, and also account receivable are the asset for the Leto Cafe. It also have the depreciation within 5 to 10 years, depends on the fixture and furniture. Expenses. Expenses represent costs incurred by the business during its operations. These costs are necessary to generate revenue. For example, the expenses that Leto Cafe needs to pay is the raw product like coffee beans, syrup, flour, packaging, and others. While it also have another expense which is wages and salary. This cafe need to provide around 1,000 to their training worker, and also the rent need to pay to UITF by monthly payment around 350 per month. Also, there are another expenses need to spend, which is electric and water bills. To promote their product, Leto Cafe also needed marketing and advertisements for promote their products at the social media and also at surrounding the cafe. Liability. Liability is the amount owned by the business. It arises from the past transaction and requires settlement in the further. For example, account payables and accurate expenses. For example, in this Leto Cafe, there are no liability that has been used because there are no loan. Revenue. Revenue are the inflow resulting from the cafe's business primary activity. In other words, amount that the business earns from selling goods. For example, sales revenue and dividend received from partnership. For example, in Leto Cafe, the profit in 3 months net per month 5,000. And also, they are also provide the loyalty program to their loyal customer by providing them loyalty cards. Each card will be given when the customer purchase 5 ringgit and above, with 1 stamp. After completing all the 10 stamps, the customer can redeem beverage under 10 ringgits. Owner equity. Owner equity can be defined as the residual interest in the business after deducting liabilities from asset. It will reflect the owner investment and withdrawal, which is drawing. Owner equity can be divided into two, which is capital and drawing. Capital is the element that the owner brought into the business, while the drawing is the things that the owner brought out from the business for his or her personal use. In Leto Cafe, the owner capital is under Pharma, and also the donation from the alumni UITM roughly around 50k. While the drawing, there are no drawing for this Leto Cafe because all the element and also the component during the operation was earned by their owner and his partnership.
Okay, as for the next slide, I will be explaining about the recording process of the business that called Leto Cafe. Okay, first of all, this cafe, Leto Cafe, uses a physical method of bookkeeping, for example, as for the Excel software to manage the financial records. The reason is because it can reduce their expenses, as the Excel software is firstly free app and can be downloaded online or at Google Store or Apple App Store. Okay, but it is preferred to use iPad as the main tools to receive order from customer, and for the customer uses the online platform to order. So the owners also prefer transaction using cash online, such as in nowadays we use QR code to smoothen their business, as they also can take cash as other option. Okay, so for the final part is the recording process. Is the file of all the records and organized by date and by keeping their records in their records tool is to make the owner easy to sort and to find the data when it will be needed. Thank you.
Hello, I'm the final member of this group. My name is Fatima Najwa binti Ibrahim. My ID metric number is 2023448896. As for the previous slides, my group member Nafis explained to you regarding the recording process of the business for the later cover. And for my second and final slide, I will explain to you about the pro and cons, the strength and the weakness of the recording process using software Excel as the main tools to keep the transactions accurately. For the first strength, we all know that using Excel then does not require any particular skills, as the program is easy to use. For the seconds, they are easy to correct any particular mistake, as we know that Excel calculation are mainly and particularly correct. And for the third, they are less expensive compared to any bookkeeping software such as Financial, whereas they can cut the cost for the bookkeeping. And as for the final slide, I will explain to you regarding the weakness or the cons if they use software Excel as their main tools to record all the bookkeeping process of their business of later cover. The first weakness that I found is the recording process are time consuming, and the data can easily be corrupt by other parties if they are used without any knowledge or any consent of the business, of the owner business or the partners, if they are not stored properly. For the second is the data can easily lost due to the corruption of the PC virus if they not buy any protection for the virus. For the third is they are depend in only one person, as if the other partner wants to refer to the bookkeeping process, they have to store on the other device or any safe device for other partner or other workers to use.